Hey guys, MCU Collector here with another figure review, and next up is the Hasbro Marvel Legends series X-Men House of X Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. We have here Cyclops. This is the 7th figure in the wave. It is the final figure before we get to the Theta Sentinel Build-A-Figure. So here, looking at the package, we have Cyclops and Krakoa in there. Side artwork looking very cool of Cyclops, you can see there. Here on the back of the package, we get that full-on artwork there, and it looks awesome. His bio reads, Cyclops assembles a team of mutants to destroy the Mother Mold and vanquish the Sentinel threat. So that is pretty cool. As you can see here, the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure, we are on the last figure of the wave before we get to the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure. So without further ado, let's get this thing opened up and take a look at yet another Cyclops, because I have so many damn Cyclops figures at this point now. It's kind of crazy. It's no Wolverine, but there are a lot of Cyclops figures. So let's get this opened up. Okay, so here is the Cyclops figure out of the package. There's a couple of things. It's your typical Cyclops figure that really you would expect. Now, there's one update to this particular figure that is pretty cool in terms of the Bucky cap, which is going to be the pinless elbow. So we get a new upper arm and a new lower arm. Now, the new lower arm isn't going to work with other Bucky cap figures, but we got that new upper arm, which gives us a pinless elbow. So that is actually really cool. Some QC issues on mine, which we will take a look at here in a second. But first off, the accessories that Cyclops comes with, you can see the additional interchangeable head. The straight face one is the one that comes out of package, and then I did the optic blast. I already popped that one on, and then he comes with the left arm for the Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure, so we will throw that off to the side and build that in the next video. So looking at the accessories, so here we have the head sculpt that actually comes with the figure out of the packaging already, and this is a very similar head sculpt that we've gotten, I think, a couple of times. I'm trying to compare it. It's not the same as the Astonishing X-Men, but I'll have to go back and look. I'm sure this is one that we've already gotten before. This one I know we have. This one came in the Retro Wave X-Men, which I actually do not have an open one. I only have one that's on card, because this makes my 8th Cyclops figure. So the Retro one is the only one that I do not have a loose version for. So we actually got this version in that Retro one, and it is pretty cool. One thing you can see is Optic Blast is red, but right here, these flared out portions are kind of done in a pink color, and it's kind of odd that it's pink, because looking into the visor, it's actually a red translucent plastic in there. If I can kind of brighten that up for you. If you look, it's red, so I'm not sure how these kind of came out pink. I don't know if that's just, you know, my eyes playing tricks on me, but that's an interesting one. Now, in terms of QC, you can see this gap between his face and the head that should not be there. So it's just not glued in properly. Like, I kind of push it, and that helps a little bit, but it's it's not good. I guess that helped a little bit, but you can see it's just off there. And then you can see underneath there's some translucent. So I don't know if all the skin tone, if it's the entire face is just all that translucent color, and then all of this is paint. I could be wrong on that. That could be the case, because looking at underneath the face, the plastic, I see some of that translucent color that's in there. So it's just kind of odd. And then you can see right there where some of the translucent color kind of comes through, because it's just painted poorly on mine. So that kind of sucks on mine. I'm sure it won't be an issue with all your figures, but you know, something to look at if you're in the store and you have it in your hand, you have a chance to kind of take a look at it. You might want to look at that, so that might be something. Looking at the figure, we get this nice silver gunmetal. Well, I guess not really a gunmetal color, because it's a little bit brighter than that, but this nice silver color there on the side, and then part of the visor, that looks really good there. Now, looking at the rest of the figure, I don't really have any paint QC issues aside from this particular head sculpt. Looking at the blue lines, they all come out looking pretty good. I have no complaints on there. That lighter blue onto the darker blue body. The belt looks really good. The silver and the red, it's like a bright red, almost looks metallic like next to that silver, so that is pretty cool. We actually get the painted on buttons for the belt, so that I can really appreciate. You see the silver over the brown of the pouches there. I believe this is a new belt. It is not the same as Magneto's, even though it looks very similar. It is in fact a different belt, and it is not the same as previous Cyclops belts that we have gotten. So it is, as far as I could tell, a brand new belt. These gauntlet pieces you can see here are brand new, and you can see because on this Bucky Cap body we got the pinless elbows there, so that is a new upper elbow. So maybe we'll get a new forearm to go along with the Bucky Cap, so that is pretty cool. And then typical standard Bucky Cap legs all the way down with his tiny ass feet. Tiny feet, so small. But yeah, Cyclops looks pretty good. Let's zoom out. Okay, so let's get Cyclops' articulation out of the way. He can look down that, well, he could do that much, but then it really doesn't look natural on the neck. He can look up that much, which is really good. You get the full rotation, of course. Not a whole lot of pivot going on. The arms you can get to go up that high. You get a full rotation, of course. You have an upper bicep swivel. You have a double jointed elbow, which gives you that much bend because that gauntlet piece is going to hit his elbow and hinder that a little bit, but you get more, just over 90 degrees, so it's not terrible. He can crunch forward that much. He can crunch back only that much, and the paint goes up just enough to where you don't really see it, but on the back you can see where those blue lines are going to stop. We have waist swivel there. Legs go out that far apart, and I'm trying to think, does Bucky Cap usually do the full splits like that? Or is it just on this one? I'm trying to think. So here's an older Bucky Cap, and that's how far I've gotten with that one. And here's another older one. But looks like they've made some adjustments to the Bucky Cap legs, because look at the splits that I could do with this particular Cyclops. So that is pretty cool. Nice little update, you know, in addition to the elbow. So I'll take that. Upper thigh cut there, swivel. You get a double jointed knee like so. Calf swivel. It's late. Again, I can't talk right. Foot hinges all the way down. Hinges up decently. It is a tiny foot though. Ankle pivot and peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So some changes to Bucky Cap. So, you know, it's nice to see that even though they've used this body mold forever now, that they can kind of surprise us with some things. So, not bad. Okay, and so here is one comparison with some other Cyclops figures. I'm not going to get all of them. Like I said, this House of X Cyclops now makes the 8th one. Essentially, since the Infinite series started within the Marvel Legends line, there is the one from the 5-pack box set, the all-new X-Men. There is the 2-pack that came with Dark Phoenix. There is the Warlock Wave Jim Lee Cyclops. We got the one in the love triangle with the leather jacket. And then the other one that I'm missing is the retro Wave Cyclops in his white and blue suit. And then we have the Astonishing X-Men there from the Puck Wave. And we have the Marvel Now version from the Jubilee Wave. And you can see these two take on a very similar style. The belts are different. We get the added gauntlets, but looking at the design of the suit, you can see a lot of similarities. Some of the line work is different, but we do get so much similarities, like the 2 lines there on the calf. Looking at the lines on the arms, obviously on his torso, the design is very similar. Not exact, but very, very similar. So, you know, it's this one is really inspired by this design here, but he does have, you know, the visor look, which this head sculpt is the same that came in the Dark Phoenix 2-pack. That was exclusive to Toys R Us. It is not the same as like this one there. So Cyclops figures, the 8th one, I like them all. They all have a unique design and different aspect. This, of course, the love triangle one, you know, just adds the leather jacket to the Jim Lee one. But it is definitely a nice addition. I really like the optic blast accessory that comes with the head, so you can actually pop that on, so you can do all kinds of dynamic poses for those that are really into figure photography. I'm sure you can make some awesome things with that. And I know a lot of people have made like their own optic blast accessories and things like that. So really cool thing. So I like when Hasbro does things like this. So that is a nice touch. So now let's see Cyclops along with the other figures from this wave. You know, before I show Cyclops X to the rest of the wave, wouldn't it be nice to get a Cyclops that's not on the Bucky Cap body? Not that the Bucky Cap body is really bad, But we have some other body molds that are better. So what if we had Cyclops on this Spider UK body mold? Or what if we had him on the Spider-Man 2099 body mold? I think fans would want that. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think a Cyclops figure on either this body mold or Spider-Man 2099, how that would be. And so let me know in the comments below. Real quick, somebody explain what's going on here. Let me know. Okay, and there is the X-Men House of X Tri-Sentinel Build-A-Figure wave. Minus the Build-A-Figure. Stay tuned for the next video. You guys let me know down in the comments below what you think of this Cyclops figure. I, for one, like it. The updates to the Bucky Cat body mold were nice little surprises. So the pinless elbows, the articulation at the hips with those legs going out to do the splits. It's nice to see that there's something changed, you know, albeit minor. It's pretty cool to see any kind of change nonetheless, so I'm happy with it. But you guys let me know down in the comments below. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already done so, and as always, thank you for watching.